can't build your family home on it, you have a right to your day in court. That's a right that, up until now, EPA has said no to. It's a right that the Ninth Circuit below said no to. But today, we've urged the Supreme Court on behalf of the Sacketts to say yes to the protection of private property rights and to the importance of judicial review to protect those private property rights. Because ultimately, EPA, like any federal agency, is not a law unto itself. Even EPA must abide by the constitutional protections for private property rights that our founders enshrined, and people like the Sacketts can't have their dream home and their dreams to build that home trampled upon by an agency run wild. Thank you, and I'd like to introduce Mike Sackett for his remarks.
Hello, this is my wife Chantel. We're darn grateful to be here today to take this opportunity to stand up for property rights, the Constitution, the rights of all Americans, all of the American people in this country. We want to thank many, many people across this country who have expressed support for our battle of property rights to make sure the EPA is not above the law. We want to thank our attorney with the Pacific Legal Foundation for getting us to the Supreme Court. We want to thank the 10 states that submitted support of our case. Our story is David versus Goliath. We're a hard-working couple fighting the federal bureaucracy with them having unlimited resources. Our story is not complicated. We are a small business in Priest Lake, Idaho. We always wanted to live near the lake. Actually, we wanted to live on the lake. It's very expensive to live on the lake. So when a piece of property 500 feet from the lake with a view of Priest Lake, we bought it for $23,000. My wife went to Bonner County. She got the building permit checklist. We did everything on that checklist, and we started working. We did everything right. Our lot is in a platted subdivision with a sewer hookup. There are houses on 3 sides and county roads on 2 sides. So the next thing we did is we started laying gravel for the foundation. We were nearly done with this when we were blindsided by the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency. 3 officials showed up out of the blue and ordered us to stop work with no credentials and nothing in writing to tell us what we were doing wrong. The three EPA officials that showed up told us we were building on a wetland and demanded, where is your permit? So we said, what are you talking about? There's no standing water on this property. There's no flow of water off our property, and EPA has never stopped our neighbors from building their houses. We asked, give us some details in writing, spelling out what we did wrong. Well, after we sent them 2 certified letters, we finally got something in writing 7 months later, the infamous compliance order. We knew this wasn't a wetland, and we had scientific evidence, but the EPA didn't care. So they hit us with the compliance order. They told us to remove the gravel, put the site back the way it was, plant wetlands plants that were never on that property, and to maintain and fence the property for 3 to 5 years, apply for a permit, even though the EPA told us on May 31st, 2007, that the EPA would not issue us a permit. This would cost tens of thousands of dollars more than what we paid for this lot. And if we didn't comply, we are subject to $37,500 a day. Can you imagine that? Going to bed every night with that on your mind? By now, we're up over $40 million in fines. It's literally terrifying. We thought, how do we get out of this? There's going to be nothing left of our business, nothing left of our lives. 40 jobs would be lost. But the EPA said we couldn't directly appeal their claim that our land is wetlands, and the Ninth Circuit backed them up. It said we'd first have to go through a long and expensive and probable futile permitting process and be turned down. Thank goodness the Supreme Court has now heard our case. Thank goodness for Damian Schiff and the lawyers and friends that we have at the Pacific Legal Foundation for defending us. Yes, we are fighting for ourselves, but bigger than that, we're fighting for everyone else in this country that owns property, large or small. Can EPA take over your land calling it wetlands without meaningful, direct judicial review? We believe property owners have their right to their day in court, and the EPA has to be subject to the rule of the law. Thanks.